If you leave your car parked for weeks or months, your battery is quietly losing charge, even when nothing is turned on. How long it lasts depends on its chemistry, health, and the conditions it's stored in. In the best case scenario, a healthy, fully charged modern car battery can hold enough energy to start your car for 2 to 3 months in mild weather. In the worst case, an older battery in freezing or very hot conditions may struggle after just 2 to 3 weeks. When we talk about how long a car battery can last without driving, we can mean three things: starting capability, charge retention, and overall lifespan. Starting capability refers to how long it can sit unused and still crank the engine, which is most relevant for gasoline and diesel cars. Charge retention refers to how long it can hold usable voltage before falling below critical thresholds, about 12.2 volts for lead acid and about 3.0 to 3.2 volts per cell for lithium-ion. Overall lifespan means how storage conditions affect the total years of service the battery can provide. For most drivers, starting capability is the main concern. All batteries lose charge over time due to internal chemical reactions, a process called self-discharge. For flooded lead-acid batteries, the self-discharge rate is about 3 to 5% per month at 25 degrees Celsius, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, while AGM, absorbent glass matte, batteries lose about 1 to 3% per month, and lithium-ion EV traction batteries lose about 1 to 2% per month. Parasitic drain also occurs, where vehicle electronics such as alarms, keyless entry systems, telematics, and security systems draw a small continuous current even when the car is off. Typical parasitic draws between 20 to 50 amperes for modern cars, which at 30 milliamps equals about 0.72 amperes per day, enough to discharge a typical 50 ampere lead-acid battery in about 70 days if starting from full. Some luxury vehicles and EVs with always-on systems can exceed 100 milliamps, cutting that time in half. Battery type strongly affects storage duration. A new flooded lead-acid battery typically lasts 4 to 8 weeks in winter, or 8 to 12 weeks in mild weather before starting issues, with a self-discharge rate of 3 to 5% per month. A new AGM battery can last 6 to 10 weeks in winter, or 10 to 14 weeks in mild weather, with a self-discharge rate of 1 to 3% per month. Flooded lead-acid batteries aged 3 to 5 years last only 2 to 4 weeks in winter, or 4 to 8 weeks in mild weather, and have higher self-discharge rates with age. EV or hybrid 12V AGM batteries last about 8 to 12 weeks in mild weather, with a 1 to 3% monthly self-discharge rate. EV traction lithium-ion batteries can often last months to over a year in storage mode with only 1 to 2% monthly self-discharge. But these are rarely the cause of no-start issues. The small 12V battery is usually the weak point. These figures assume the battery starts at 100% charge, the vehicle's electronics are in a normal parked state, and no trickle charger is used. Weather and environment also play a significant role. Cold weather below 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, slows chemical reactions and reduces available cranking amps, with a battery at 50% charge potentially freezing at minus 30 degrees Celsius and suffering irreversible damage. Hot weather above 30 degrees Celsius, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, accelerates self-discharge and corrosion, shortening lifespan. Humidity and dirt can cause surface leakage currents across terminals, slightly increasing the drain. Battery age and condition matter as well. A new battery can tolerate longer storage without major voltage loss, while an aged battery over 3 years old loses capacity, self-discharges faster, and is more prone to sulfation if left partially charged. Partially charged lead-acid batteries are particularly vulnerable, as sulfation starts quickly if voltage drops below 12.4 volts, and capacity loss can become permanent within weeks. For a gasoline or diesel car with a 12 volts lead-acid or AGM battery, best-case storage time is around 3 months for a new AGM battery. In mild weather with low drain, average case is 4 to 6 weeks for a 2 to 3-year-old battery, with average electronics load, and worst case is 2 to 3 weeks for an old battery in high-drain vehicles during freezing or very hot conditions. For electric or hybrid vehicles, the 12-volt battery has similar timelines, 1 to 3 months depending on drain. While the traction battery can often last 6 to 12 months if stored at about 50 to 60% state of charge, though manufacturer guidance should always be followed. To extend battery life during storage, fully charge it before parking, 12.6 to 12.8 V for lead acid. Disconnect the negative terminal or use a battery maintainer trickle charger. And for EVs or hybrids, periodically wake the car so the DC-DC converter can recharge the 12V battery. Store the vehicle in a cool, dry place, avoiding direct sun or unheated sheds in extreme cold, and check voltage every 2 to 4 weeks, recharging if it drops below 12.4 volts for lead acid or about 3.6 volts per cell for lithium-ion. Early warning signs of depletion include slower cranking, dimming lights when starting, infotainment or radio resets, battery voltage below 12.4 volts after resting overnight. Or for EVs, dashboard warnings about 12V battery low before traction battery charge is affected. In summary, even a parked car's battery is never truly off. Parasitic drain and self-discharge are always active. A healthy new AGM battery in mild conditions can last up to 3 months without driving, while an older flooded battery in extreme weather may fail in 2 weeks. Regular charging, cool storage, and reducing drain are the best defenses against premature battery failure. For EVs, the big traction battery is rarely the issue. The small 12-volt battery still requires regular attention.